Donald Trump is facing the biggest foreign policy crisis of his presidency, first term included. And the American people and the rest of the world are waiting anxiously to see what he will do.
Will the president, who campaigned on keeping the country out of war, get America involved directly in Israel's war against Iran? Only the United States has the power to destroy the Iranian nuclear program.
But the president prefers, in fact demands, that Iran surrender without condition. He warned he knows where Iran's supreme leader is hiding, though he said he does not want him killed, adding, for now.
The president also warned Iran against attacking U.S. troops and assets in the region.
Say better. We'll come down so hard if they do anything to our people. We'll come down so hard. London loves Iran so beautifully. Now, I think they know not to touch our troops.
Israeli attacks have targeted nuclear sites across Iran.
One of the most important is the uranium enrichment plant at Fordow. It's a secretive site built inside a mountain.
Fordow is believed to house 2,700 nuclear centrifuges. They enrich uranium that could be used for a nuclear weapon.
The Israeli airstrikes have targeted Fordow, but only the United States is capable of destroying this site. It would take massive ordnance penetrator bombs known as bunker busters, delivered only by American B-2 bombers.
Whether to do that is one of the decisions President Trump has to make. Weijia Jiang is at the White House.
As the war between Iran and Israel raged on for the fifth day, CBS News has learned President Trump is now weighing whether to join Israel in striking Iran's nuclear sites, including Fordow, several hours south of Tehran. Israeli airstrikes have targeted the facility, but only this 30,000-pound American bunker buster bomb, delivered by B-2 bombers and never used before, would have the power to destroy it. A similar bomb was used in Afghanistan 8 years ago to decimate a tunnel complex used by ISIS.
It's designed to penetrate to quite a significant depth before it actually goes off, and then to generate a large, burst after that.
Frank Kendall was the Secretary of the Air Force during the Biden administration.
What are the potential consequences for a strike on Iran?
One thing to think through very carefully is what are those options and how might they manifest themselves in the future? Are we opening up the possibility of another 9/11, for example, by doing an attack? I think all those things have to be thought through very carefully.
When Israel launched the first attack last week, the White House insisted the U.S. was not involved. But today, Trump declared we now have complete and total control of the skies of Iran. The administration's assessment of their nuclear capability is also shifting. This is what Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard said in March.
The IC continues to assess that Iran is not building a nuclear weapon.
Last night, Trump gave his own view.
I don't care what she said. I think we were very close to having.
Weijia, the president and his top intelligence official don't seem to be on the same page here. Is that the case?
Well, there is an important distinction here, which is having an actual nuclear weapon and then having the capability to build one. And during that testimony, Tulsi Gabbard also said that the amount of stockpiled enriched uranium that Iran had was unprecedented, even though its weapons program was suspended. Now, today, Vice President Vance said that a lot has changed since March, but the top Democrat on the Senate Intelligence Committee says he has not seen any recent intelligence to suggest that Iran is actually pursuing a nuclear bomb.
Weijia, the president met with his national security officials today, but that team is a lot different than we've seen in the past.
Well, Frank Kendall, who we just interviewed, said the National Security Council was very weakened because he points out the National Security Advisor, acting right now, of course, has another big job. Marco Rubio is the Secretary of State. He says the Defense Secretary, Pete Hegseth, has no experience navigating issues like this. And just last month, the NSC cut its staff by dozens of workers.
Weijia Jiang at the White House. Thank you.